Good morning. It has been a very long time since I've done one of these movies. I'm also getting ready for work, so sorry about the pauses because this is probably going to be a longer video. I'll just use this as a mirror. The last time I made a video, it was, I think, in December or January. I don't remember. I've had a lot of crazy shit happen. I'm still on hormones. This is month November, December, October, January, February, March, April, May, month 7. I have gone to school. This semester I've been doing really shitty, honestly. Although I've spent most of the semester either in the hospital or dealing with the recent death of my stepdad. So I figured that I would jump back on the horse here because I made a commitment to do this. And, you know, the past couple months I put it off until next month, right? And so, sorry, I might have to use this as a mirror because I'm trying to make a video. It's kind of hit home. Hormone-wise, I kind of freaked out. I think I remember talking about that last time. It's like, I just, became so overwhelmed by people and things. I almost didn't leave my house for a week. Because everyday stimulus was just so overwhelming that I just decided to shut myself away. Which is really unhealthy, by the way. So I had a friend that was going through, or that had gone through a separation, divorce, but they weren't married. They were just together and had kids. And he decided to seek medical assistance with his depression. There's a lot of hit and miss things. So, just like any other good person in the world, we seek to self-medicate. So I had talked to him and he had some medications left over. Back in the day I've done my fair share of drugs, so I know that, you know, when I did uppers, it seemed to calm me down. So I decided that when he had mentioned that he had Wellbutrin, that we would give that a try. So since then, I did a month on it, and then I went back to the clinic where the doctor prescribes me my hormones, and I told him, I'm like, you know, this is what's going on. This is pretty much how I reacted. This seems to be working, and I want to continue doing it. And his response was, well, you can't argue with results. So I've been on Wellbutrin, and I don't advise self-medicating, but honestly, I'm like, it can't be anything worse than what I've already done to my body, you know? So, I did it. And it seems to work. Work, I don't know. I don't know what to say about work. I've been working double split shifts since I've been back for the most part. I'm trying to catch up on my bills because you know, it took time. With the death, I had to go back and forth from trauma a lot. I had mentioned before that I work in a shop with large machinery where I help dismantle, clean, repair, you know. And so that boss, Art, has allowed me to use his truck. He had a little pickup truck sitting in his driveway. And I asked him if I could use it to go back and forth from trauma because my Jeep is down. Until, you know, we get all that shit sorted out with my stepdad. It was a huge mess. A fucking mess. It still is, but nothing I can do right now but work my ass off. So, anyway, I acquired a third dog. Bridget is her name. I don't know what kind of dog she is yet. I have to actually, talk to the previous owner that had it to see if they can find out what kind of dog it was. Sorry that I'm being kind of slutty right now, but I really am. I have to do my makeup for work because I have, I don't know, 25 minutes. But I told myself that I needed to do this right the fuck now. So, other changes. I have boobs. Boobs, yep. Even on the Wellbutrin, even though it's kind of cut me up, I'm like mean. Like, I think that hormones have kind of made me mildly sociopathic. Because I just don't have any empathy for bullshit. Or much anything, really. Like, I just don't care. I have this air of, like, completely not giving a fuck. But then I'm, like, so lonely that I get emotional sometimes, you know? So, but that's kind of my own fault. Because all I do is work myself into the ground and then I hide in my house. So, let's see. I decided that at this point in my life, I need to reconfigure my goals. I'm not sure if I'm going back to school this next semester. I have a teacher really fighting for me not to do something like that. I have somebody at work that is telling me that I should just take one class. You know, just take one class. Because I think that I'm overdoing it with, you know, 2 jobs and school and still not being able to pay my bills, you know. Not that one of my jobs is really well paying, but I've been getting in overtime lately, so I figure like maybe 3 more checks of that and I should be like completely caught up again, you know. But I owe people money, you know. It's all that shit. Had to borrow gas money. Let's see, more about here. I gained almost 55 pounds. You can't really tell because I kind of look normal now, but beforehand I was pretty emaciated. Oh, I tried to cut the tip of my finger off Monday. See that? Cut through the nail. It's like about halfway. Awesome. Super glue fixed that. Super glue and this thing. So I figure that with enough time, because that's all they would have done, they would have just glued it up anyway. So I don't see the point of going to the fucking doctor for something so dumb. Let's see. I have been noticing, back to the hormones and stuff, I've been noticing that my hair is getting in thicker, but finer. I'm starting to get more little baby hairs and stuff like that I didn't have before. I was kind of freaking out because like right here, like towards the front of my head, I had like a bald spot the size of a nickel starting. And that's like my biggest fear. Homelessness and going bald are like the 2 biggest fears in my entire life. So when I started doing the hormones, I noticed that filled in. So that was kind of cool, but I'm still afraid. Genetics, you know, you can't stop them. I got to see my sisters for a short while. I really, really love my sisters. I think this time I was crazy instead of them. Dealing with this death has really skewed my perspective on mortality and, you know, I just call my dad, like he's my stepdad. He was 42, okay, and I'm 29, so it's like, I'm going to be 29 here in a couple months, and, you know, that's, what, 12, 13 years? That's not far away, you know, and, you know, I'm having a really hard time because I can barely even make my bills, and I'm not going forward with my transition. You know, I'm moving forward somewhat with my life if I actually, like, take a chill pill and, like, try to be a little bit more, like, I focus on being positive about things. I could see things slowly moving forward, but I'm impatient. So impatient. Anyway, so there's that. So I figure just time. I'm trying to give myself time with that. I've had a lot of verbal support, you know. I don't really think too much about it, honestly, because, you know, it's kind of, you know, somebody dies, and that kind of instantly obligates anybody that you know to be sorry, and I'm just, like, so fucking over it. Like, don't be sorry for me, just be there. You know, just fucking chill, okay? You know, so I'm kind of over that. It's coming up on the 10-minute mark on this video, too, so I'm going to have to, like, pause and make a new one, you know? So, be right back.